Hello, everybody. Okay, so I know your anticipation has been burning and building inside for this protractor lesson. So here it is today, measuring angles. All right, so bring your attention up here for a minute because I want to make sure that you are aware of what we're doing, why we're doing things, and when you leave the room, you know what you were supposed to take away. So I left this one up here. This was from our proportions, remember, with our ratios and our proportions and what we were doing when we were using and finding solutions and using equivalent fractions and all of that. Okay, this one. So we can learn to measure and draw angles using a protractor. It's already, I see them in front of you. I see you're ready to use them. And then we can classify two-dimensional figures, which are the angles, based on their properties by measuring with the protractor and discussing with partners or small groups. Nothing new, nothing fancy, what you're used to doing. Okay, so first off, I want you to put your protractor in front of you. And I want you to take a look at it. Is there anyone who doesn't have one? Because then I can help you out. Yes. Okay, Kennedy. All right, so go ahead, quick. Okay, one turn. All right, so those of you that have your protractor, take a look at it. And I want you to take about 20, 30 seconds. Look at the marks on it. Look at the numbers on it. Think about the lesson that we had before. When we were dealing with angles, we were dealing with angle measurements. What you know about angles already. What you know about when you're classifying angles. Because now you're going to take all of that and you're going to transfer it to the measuring, the drawing, and the classifying of your own angles today. Okay, so really quickly, look at the person across from you. Gaze into their eyes. And tell them something that you've observed about your protractor that you think is going to lead to helping you in measuring them. Go. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, millimeter and centimeter.
Seriously? Okay. All right, freeze and look at me. I was walking by one group, and I heard someone say, I see a set of numbers going from 0 to 180 to the left, and I see a set of numbers going from 0 to 180 to the right. But they were wondering, why? Why do I have two sets of numbers? Why do I need two sets of numbers? Okay? Think about that. Why would I need two sets of numbers? What would be the reason for that? What do you think, Luke?
So you can
measure on both sides? Measure what on both sides? What do you mean exactly? An angle? But why would I need to measure an angle on both sides? That's okay. What are you thinking, Paul?
One angle might be large enough to be done on the outside.
Done on the outside. What do you mean by that?
I mean, like, you use this side of the protractor.
You mean as far as the opening of the angle? Okay. Carlos, what were you going to say?
You can not only do angles have to go that way, you can flip it around.
Okay, so they could be going in different directions. All right, does anyone want to share something that they heard, like I just did, or something that they said to a partner about their protractor? Skeleton?
The millimeters and centimeters.
At the bottom that you may need to use. What might you use that for?
Ruler.
Use it for a ruler, okay. Katie?
Mine's clear so I can see it better when I'm doing it.
Okay, so yours is a clear protractor. Nyan?
Mine has this thing.
Oh, a little arm on there?
Yeah.
Okay, which kind of serves as an angle in a sense. Kennedy?
My little arm has a little arrow that points to
Which number? Okay. All right, will you open up your notebooks? And I want you to refresh your memory a little bit. And I want you to write down a few notes. You don't have a lot. But these are some things that we've talked about before. But I want them handy and I want them fresh in your minds. All right, so first off, We're in Module 6, Section 5, Exploration 3, so we're still going along with Module 6, and I told you that Module 6 was going to include a ton of different things. Okay, we've gone from ratios to proportions to angles to fractions to decimals. We have a whole slew of things right now. Here are the things that I want you to recall from a past lesson where you had to identify an angle, but you've never had to give the exact measurement. It was given for you. Okay, so an acute angle, a measure greater than 0 but less than 90, something you're already familiar with. A right angle, a measure of 90 degrees. An obtuse angle, a measure greater than 90 degrees but less than 180. And then a straight angle, a measure of 180 degrees. I'm sure these are in your notebook from months ago, but I want them to be fresh for you.